You are not
If ever you turn into a mouse, I'll be waiting.
A shame what happened to old Roger. Charming old rooster. Boy, he's quite a fox now. Oh, I'll say. Especially after the wizard got through with him. Pity. He comes up to visit after hours. Terribly confused. Poor thing. Can't decide whether to mate or to eat us. If there's one thing that hens can't stand, it's being prepared by an amateur chef.
You're no rooster. Keep your head out of the henhouse.
Who clipped my wings? Who clipped...
You pull out your... You feel a strange pulling sensation.
So ends my fun. My flight's now done.
Your spell is wearing off.
I enjoy hot days. They make me feel almost warm-blooded.
It's only a phase, I'm afraid.
True. Tonight I'll go back to being cold-hearted and lazy.
Those are your better traits. Do you remember where we buried the hatchlings?
West away, I think. Why? They weren't ours.
I'm just worried the neighboring serpents will find them.
It's a big desert.
True, but one of them might know what we did last summer. How do you keep your scales so shiny?
It's all in the slither, darling.
Oh, teach me how.
You're either born to slither well, or you follow in another's trail.
Your eyes adjust to the dark as you struggle to breathe the putrid air.
What is this place?
Who comes to my den?
Just a man.
Man? I have known many called man. All wretched, all deceitful. Now, all stone. As a man, you are not capable of honesty, of truth.
But I am.
As a man, you exist only to break a woman's heart. Shallowness and fear are your bane. Come closer, and I will destroy you. If you would look upon me, foolish boy, then reveal your true self.
How?
Hear me in earnest, and respond in kind. A blind man asks you to describe the sunset. A poor girl offers to sell you a rotten apple from her basket. A harem slave asks for help. Her master will beat her once he learns of her escape. She offers her services. An old man who reeks of the world's worst stenches asks for shelter. After many years of correspondence with the lady, you propose. Upon meeting her in person, she is far less attractive than she described. You are not repelled by me. You are not transformed. The enchantment is broken. Forgive me. I have been too hasty in appraising you. It would seem that I possess something of the hard-heartedness I accused you of having.
Considering my predecessors, I think your opinion was understandable.
How can I thank you?
The woman's true form is one of beauty in every sense.
Please, there must be something I can do, or offer you perhaps.
If it would please you, I would have this unique stone.
It would, though I am loath to ask. I would have you first do a favor for me.
Certainly.
I have all but forgotten my own appearance, and I should dare not enter the town again until I am made more gentle to the eye.
Assuredly, you would make not even the most dazzling sunrise more attractive to the senses.
I thank thee for the compliment. However, I still desire a means to appraise myself. I have none, for once transformed into a gorgon, all were destroyed in my terrible rage. Bring me a looking glass, and I will gladly grant you the stone.
I will do as you ask, my lady.
I am most grateful to you. You may have the stone if that is your will.
Thank you, my lady.
You take the smooth stone.
Farewell, my lady.
Farewell, good sir. Yet before we part, I wish to make mention of something I have sensed in your aura. Whatever wretched life you have thus far lived, I feel a great change encroaching upon you soon. For good or ill, I know not. Heed well my advice. Beware those who would offer help, particularly if such should bear a price.
I thank you, my lady.
Your nose could do with a sharpen. If you were meant to wear clothes, you would have been born with feathers. What's with the library?
Library? Oh, you mean that derelict building in town?
Yeah, no one ever goes in there.
It's abandoned.
Why? Can't the townspeople read?
Not since the last teacher left.
When was that?
About 50 years ago.
Gee, it's hard to get teachers out to small towns.
You said it.
I hear there's a land to the east where the nets are solid gold.
That's crazy. There's no such place.
My third cousin twice removed has seen it for himself.
He's just an old nutter. What would he know?
He might keep old nuts that are past their expiration date, but that doesn't mean he's a nutter.
I think any squirrel who thinks acorns are made of solid gold is a nutter. Ain't no such thing.
Fine, have it your way. I believe him.
Then you're a nutter also. How can you stay warm with only fur on the top of your head?
You look terrible. You need more acorns in your diet. You're not a gold acorn prospector, are you?
If you can't sit on the branch, you shouldn't climb the tree.
You pull out your... You feel a string... You overhear snatches of the two bandits' conversation.
Squirmed just like a pig. And that rope you rigged inside that big oak tree works great. Now nobody here will find our hideout. Why, I'll bet even that wizard.
So ends my fun. My flight's now done.
Your spell is wearing off. You pull out your... You feel a stream...
Come no closer, lowly human. Show respect to a lord of the air. Come no closer.
How long were you in the town, Coop? Just over a year. The wizard nabbed me after I made 2 centuries. What? You're not that old. In eggs, dear. Oh, I thought you meant your batting average.
You unlock the oak cabinet using the brass key. Inside, you find the wizard's magic wand. The massive desk is made from oak. The massive desk is made from oak. You open the desk's only drawer, but you see nothing interesting. Again, you search the contents of the drawer, but find nothing interesting. Persistent, aren't you? Upon closer examination of the contents of the desk, you find a letter. You remove it and take it with you. You carry a letter addressed to Manannan. You don't know who wrote it, and you're not sure you want to find out. There seems to be more written on the other side of the letter. You quickly pull the levers in the correct sequence. There's nothing very interesting about this jar of whitish, thick lard. You're carrying a handful of coarse grains of salt. You measure 1 spoonful of salt and pour it into the mortar. You grind the salt with the pestle. The fish must have been on dry land for a The dried sprig of mistletoe is a thick grayish green with remnants of little berries still attached. It is not a pretty plant. You place the sprig of mistletoe in the mortar. You grind the mistletoe with the pestle. You rub the stone in the mixture. You gently kiss the stone. This is the first page. With trepidation, you prepare to recite the Teleportation at Random incantation.
My kiss so tender I now give, so that I may have a chance to live, seeking a place of trouble less, when my smooth stone I shall caress.
You wave the magic wand over the stone. You place the acorns in the mortar. You grind the acorns into a fine powder. You carefully scoop the acorn powder out of the mortar. You put the acorn powder into the bowl. The nightshade juice sloshes around inside the glass jar. You pour 1 cup of nightshade juice into the bowl. You carefully stir the contents of the bowl. You light the charcoal brazier. You place the bowl on the charcoal brazier. You wait until the nightshade juice is almost gone. A damp, powdery substance remains behind in the bowl. You remove the bowl from the charcoal brazier. You pour the contents of the bowl onto the table. With trepidation, you prepare to recite the Causing a Deep Sleep incantation.
Acorn, nightshade, together mixed, concoction of a deep sleep fixed. From places of much lesser light, you bring to them a long good night.
You wave the magic wand over the powder. You carefully scoop up the powder from the table. With steady hands, you put the sleeping powder into the empty pouch. You now have a magical powder that will put anyone in the vicinity to sleep when poured on the ground in a place where there's both darkness and moisture. The charcoal brazier burns out. The greenish-gray cactus is small, plump, and fleshy. You cut the cactus in half with a knife. You squeeze the cactus juice into the spoon. You add the cactus juice to the bowl. You add the jar of lard to the bowl. You keep the empty jar for later use. Toad spittle is unpleasant stuff, to say the least. You add 2 drops of toad spittle to the bowl. You carefully stir the contents of the bowl. With trepidation, you prepare to recite the Becoming Invisible incantation.
Juice of cactus and toad spittle upon myself but just a little. With flame and moisture both present, I shall become most transparent.
You wave the magic wand over the bowl. You carefully pour the invisibility ointment into the empty lard jar. You quickly pull out your magic map. You feel a strange Winch, come out here with more rum. A loud bunch of seafarers swap yarns between swills of rum. It would seem they're getting ready to set sail. The sailors peer at you through bleary eyes and continue swilling their rum. One, who looks like the captain, pauses and drunkenly speaks to you.
Aye, me bucko, be ye wanting passage on me ship? What you running from? Oh, it's no matter, as long as you got gold. Let me see how much you got.
As you bring out the purse, the captain snatches it from your hand.
Aye, lad, I sees you do have a wee bit of gold. It's less than me regular fare, but I'll give you passage anyways. We'll be waiting for you at the wharf, but not for long.
The captain and his men down their rum in one long draught, then leave the tavern.
Hi, the captain said you'd be coming along. Get on board.